So, got to give you a little backstory on this one. So, as you can see from the way it's laid out, this is a professional grade Conn horn, and it has the nickel tuning slide legs and nickel handle here, and has a nickel crook here. But it's not marked as a 6H, even though it is a half-inch bore with an 8-inch bell, and it is actually marked as, you can read that, Artist USA. And there's a little bit of backstory on these. So these were after Conn moved to the East Lake factory, which is the same factory where Kings were made. And this particular one is a standard 6H. The one that you may be familiar with is a 6H Artist that came with 3 interchangeable lead pipes, and that is a pretty legendary horn. This one, same factory, same build, and it's just a hell of a horn. So let me show you what differences there are from the King factory. So as I said, tuning slide and this part, they are the same that you would find on a one of these coming out of Abilene or coming out of Elkhart. You can see that they went over to a different kind of cork barrel. And this is the cork barrel. It's not engraved as being from a director, but it is the style that was used on the director. And then take a look at the braces. These are what you would find on a King 2B or 3B. Very different from the Conn style. So they're doing a little bit of matching of parts using what they had, but most of this, I think all the important parts on this are Conn, down to the red brass slide outers. The inners are solid nickel with a chrome plating on the outside. And let me show you how these are. They're gorgeous. They are completely unworn and in very good shape. Overall, the whole horn, aside from a small amount of lacquer damage, is in great condition. Now, I did a little bit of refinishing because the other thing that was odd about the King factory is they used yellow lacquer on the entire thing. Why would you put yellow lacquer over nickel? I don't know. So what I did was I stripped the lacquer off and redid it with a baked on. I used something called gun coat, and it's basically the same kind of an epoxy coating that's baked on that you would find on a uh, professional quality trombone. And so, other things I can point out to you. There's a little bit of damage and rippling here that had to be taken out in the back crook, and that left some slide damage. And then a little bit of discoloration here and here. Where with the heating process, the original lacquer, some of it was still on there when I refinished it, and it darkened when I heated it. You're the only one who's going to notice it. Nobody else is going to be able to see it. So the thing I really want to show you is this. Come on. The slide is just gorgeous. It is extremely well tuned. I went through and I aligned it. I replaced the felt inside of the cork barrels, and it's got a brand new water key on it, and did a little bit of tweaking uh, on the crook. What happens with trombones, I don't know if all of you know this, but when you drop the slide, it'll spread this crook just a little bit. And if you can bring it in back to alignment with this, it takes the tension out of the tubes and brings it back to where it's supposed to be. So this is a tension-free slide, and I didn't do any heat work on it. All I did was get things back into the original dimensions that they were supposed to be in and ensure that they were in good alignment, and it's just lovely. It hasn't been played in a while. It's been sitting in a case. So it'll get better as you play it. And I'm using a little bit of Yama snot on it. And this also comes with the original kind of square-sided Conn case that was used on the 6Hs and the 8Hs, on the bigger bore professional horns that Conn was doing. I'm not going to play this one, uh, but it sounds like a 6H. It's as good as any Elkhart 6H I've ever played. It is an outstanding, fabulous horn. I would say better than anything else you're going to find on reverb right now. Probably anything that you're going to find on reverb in the next couple of years. So that's the horn. And definitely send me any questions that you might have about it.